Jazz, Anthony's Cari-Jazz at Cafe Blue.
Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Well, you just saw jazz, and more jazz. Anthony Mela joins us this morning representing Anthony's Cari-Jazz, and they're having a whole bunch of jazz shows happening at Cafe Blue.
Absolutely.
Good morning,
Absolutely.
sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm excited, pumped,
What
ready to go.
inspired you to desire to put on a 9-part concert series? That is a lot
Craziness.
of obviously some level of craziness. But tell me more.
Well, you know, Anthony's Cari-Jazz has been in operation for about 4 years now. So it's a natural progression, next level. You know, we want to do a concert series and promote Caribbean music throughout the Caribbean.
But not just Caribbean music, Caribbean jazz music.
Caribbean jazz music, exactly. So we really want to go to the next level and have performances monthly. We chose March to, after the carnival period, March to November, just before the parang period, so to speak. And we wanted to promote the artists and have the artists perform. You know, there's not a lot of places for jazz artists to play here. So we're trying to do a 9-month series of Caribbean jazz at Cafe Blue.
Interesting. I like it. I mean, I see that you're launching with Mongol, Patasa, and Panta. Tell us, how did that come about?
Well, you know, the idea was spawned last year, like I said, moving to the next level of the Anthony Cari-Jazz progress. But I called Mongol in about, I guess, October or November last year, and I said, here's what we want to do next year. And he said, immediately, I think before I finished the question, he said yes. And then I started another question. He said yes to that too. So he was on board from day one, which was great. And it's just, he wanted to be the first act. He wanted to be on first, and he wanted to promote the students, and he wanted to promote what we're doing with getting jazz out there.
All right, I want you to go back a little bit for me on two things. I want you to define Caribbean jazz and what Cari-Jazz is, because you're saying Mongol is a part of it. And, I just want to clarify what that is, who else can fall into that category, and what does Caribbean jazz represent. And I also want you to give us a little background on Anthony's Cari-Jazz in terms of it. I understand it's a non-profit organization. So I want you to give us both of those things, if you don't mind.
Okay, so we'll start with who's Anthony's Cari-Jazz. Anthony's Cari-Jazz is really a sole proprietary, not-for-profit organization that is bent on, our mission is to promote Caribbean jazz and Caribbean artists throughout the world. So that's where it all started, and that's what we've been doing for the past 4 years.
Right.
And we have, believe it or not, we have a fan base as wide as Russia, Spain, France, all over Canada and the US. So it's really expanded greatly over the last 4 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you promoting? What is Caribbean jazz?
Well, we're promoting the music from our diaspora.
Right.
Our musicians, mainly in Trinidad and throughout the Caribbean, are really unheard of. And one of the things that happened one of the things that happened about, I swear, 8 years ago with a Guadeloupean saxophonist, he was so upset that the Caribbean jazz was not being presented at jazz festivals or even accepted in European festivals, that he actually went on a hunger strike. That's how angry he was. And he's a great saxophonist from Guadeloupe. And, the idea is to bring our music at that level into the world sphere, let them listen to it and present it. So we do a Facebook page, we do postings on YouTube, daily postings of different jazz musicians throughout the world.
And you have the artist of the week and
we have the
artist of the month.
Exactly. We do an artist of the day. We feature Pan Jazz on Tuesdays, Calypso Jazz on Saturdays. So we mix it up so it's not, and we give a history of the artist also. It's not just presenting a video. It's about, promoting pictures or photos of the artist, as well as a bit of a history of where they've been, what they're doing, and how they're progressing, and promoting their albums. So, it's all copyrighted, and of course, it's about getting the artist out there. And we've received tremendous feedback across the world on it.
Nice.
Interesting. I also know as well, I'm seeing that you're launching a student music award program. Can you tell us about that one as well?
Right. So, another step in the natural progression of things is to say, okay, how do we get the students involved in playing jazz? There are a lot of students who are playing jazz on television, or on YouTube and TikTok, and they punch up Charlie Parker and they do their riffs and whatever else. So we said, okay, how do we get these students to come out and play? They don't have an opportunity to play anywhere, one. They don't have an opportunity to present their wares, so to speak. So we thought, well, let's have an award program where we could give them a bursary that would assist them in promoting their brand. So it's really about getting them to present a song of their own making, or it could be a Kitchener song or whatever,
Right.
a Caribbean jazz song, and let's see who rises to the top. So the idea is to have them all submit videos of them playing, not necessarily professional videos, but just a video of them playing. Then we select the top 4, and then have the top 4 present at the final presentation.
And are you looking at bands or individuals? How does it work?
Either way, anybody that I mean, if they want to present as a band, they can present as a band. They can present as an individual. The idea is, the 2-part program is the workshop and the actual contest. So
Right.
at the end of the contest, the person will receive, or the winner would receive, $10,000 bursary.
Okay.
To help them with their studies.
So first of all, it has to be a student. You have to be a student.
That's right. That's right. So
After
it's
you
not
finish.
targeted. It's not targeting professionals. So
Yes.
But
Yes.
is it that you have to be with a particular university, or is it a university anywhere in the world, or
no,
how
it's
is-
only targeted to Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
So this is really for, I don't want to say all people, but this is targeted for
Yeah, Trinbagonian as we people.
Trinbagonian, that's right. That's 3 people. So this is really targeted for the students of Trinidad and Tobago, and we have people who are interested in both, and we have some of the top musicians aligning with us in both islands and letting us have.
When is the
students
deadline for this series of it?
Well, this series is supposed to end on March 31st.
Right.
But we're extending that to April 15th.
Okay.
Okay, so we're extending the deadline to April 15th to give more people an opportunity to come on board.
How
more
long the
students.
videos have to be? Well, give me the details of what they need.
3 to 5 minutes. Tops.
Okay, so you just a one song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a one song.
All
Yeah, it's
right.
nothing spectacular. I mean, it could be them in a room playing along to a track or whatever. We just want to see them play, and the judges will decide if they move on to the next round. That basically, it's very simple. What we specify though is that if you make it to the next round, you have to do a 50-minute set.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
You have to do a live 15 to 20-minute set.
Yeah.
So we want to know that you have a repertoire, you are able to perform, you've learned something while going to school. Right?
You want to make sure that you learn something, Ruckus.
And the idea of the workshop also, when we have the workshop, is to align
Yes.
particular, let's say, veterans in the business with the top 4 students. Mentors,
Like
exactly. So they
mentorship,
will
yeah.
work with them over the month to get them prepared for the final presentation. Yeah.
Anthony, going back to that 9-part series that you're having, the first one is going to be when it's taking place?
The first one is this Thursday.
This Thursday.
This Thursday at Cafe Blue on Ryson Road.
You mean tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, this is where we're going to see.
I missed that. Oh, it's a short week, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry about that.
Today is Wednesday, Anthony.
Today is Wednesday, yeah. Okay.
Tomorrow we
Tomorrow,
head to
yes.
Cafe Blue for Mongol.
For
Yeah,
Mongol.
Mongol.
Right,
Live
right.
in
Wow.
concert,
Live
of
in
course.
concert.
Anthony's Cari-Jazz, and we thank you very much, Anthony, for joining us this morning and for this fantastic initiative that you have here, because I do think that placing the focus on the students is definitely going to afford us continuity, because we do have all these jazz shows. We see lots of live musicians playing now, and having that continuity is important. So we're looking at the next generation, and I thank you for the work that you've been putting in to do so.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And of course, all the best for the concert tomorrow. I mean, I think it's going to be amazing.
I hope you show up tomorrow.
I will show up tomorrow, but I just want to say there's an open mic session before Mongol plays. There's an open mic session, so students can come out, or musicians can come out and express themselves free of charge. They can enter free of charge, and they can do their 2-minute set or 3-minute set.
And if you're not performing and you want to come see the show,
it's $150.
That is not free.
That part is not free. So sharp your open mic skills if you don't want to pay by the door. Right. Thank you so much, Anthony.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I
Thanks,
appreciate
no
it.
problem.
Anthony.
Do
Love it.
enjoy the rest of your
Okay.
day.
Thanks.
All right.